Hey everybody, we're going to go through some 9-ball racks here. So on our first one, got a ball down on the break, and on this one ball, I'm going to be hitting this with some low left, come into the rail, cross, and out for the 2-ball. And put a pretty good stroke on this. It's pretty hard to make the cue ball travel that far. And we'll get on the 2, just play this with some left English, come into the rail, and back towards the center of the table for the 3-8 combination. And this just played with some bottom, and I really just kind of whacked this. I didn't control anything very well, to tell you the truth. Cue ball back and forth, and then causing myself a problem here. The 3 hit the 9, and we tied it up. So I'm looking at it, and I decided I want to break it up. So to play the 3 with some left English, and as we'll see here, I missed the breakout badly, actually. I did make the 3 though, which was good. Now I'm looking at this, looking here to see if it goes, if I can get short side on it. Don't really want to try to break it out from here because I got a good chance of getting stuck behind it and having no shot at the 5. So let's just study my angle where I want to be to get an angle on the 5. And so I'm just going to pull this straight back. And now I'll be playing the 5-ball with some left spin and basically going into the rail and 3 rails around, trying to actually ideally get like right here pretty straight on it. And came up a little bit short on the shot here. So let me pause real quick. I would have really liked to have been real straight on it, so I could either play this and come into the rail and out this way, or 1 rail and out to be shooting the 9 here, just real natural. But I've got, in my opinion, too severe of an angle. So what I like to do is play with some high right. And we're going to be cutting the 6, and our cue ball is going to be going into the rail, and we're going to be playing it basically 3 rails around at the center of the table to get shape on this 9-ball. And hit that pretty good, and get myself a nice easy shot on the 9-ball here. Alright, and we'll move on to rack number 2. And rack number 2 here, I got 2 balls down on the break here, the 3-ball and the 1-ball, and a real nice shot on the 2-ball. And I almost took this shot for granted here, just hit it with some top English and go into the rail and across for the 4-ball here, and came real close to putting it in the drink here. As it is, I got great on the 4-ball. And the 4 we're playing with some bottom right spin. We're going to be sliding over to play the 5 in the same pocket as the 4. Stun over, and then playing this with some top English to drive it into this rail and out, so we can play these 6 down in the corner. I don't have the angle to come up here, so I like to play balls in the corners anyway if I can. Now with the 6-ball, just have a tip of bottom and just come into the rail and over to shoot the 7 in the corner. And 7-ball, I'll be playing it with some a little bit of bottom left. I'm going to draw into this rail and back out. And 8-ball shot's thin here, so I'm playing it with some left and kind of hitting it so I can go back and forth across. And dropped a little further than I wanted to, but no big deal. Just play the 9 with some inside English and just go into the rail and miss both scratches. So pretty easy rack on that one. And one more rack to go here. All right, and last but not least here, so good break, 2 balls down, and a shot at the 2-ball. And this rack here, the key would be getting a good shot at this 3-ball, and the rest is pretty easy from there. And I actually, for some reason, I don't know, looking from this angle from the camera, this doesn't look very hard, but down there it must have, because I hardly ever take this long on any shot. I think I was worried about playing it with right and somehow getting into the corner pocket and scratching and getting hung up. So I checked it with some inside, which caused me to hit here, as you'll see in a second, and then not get where I wanted to get. I almost hit the 8-ball and really screwed myself, but kind of lucky though. If this is the line, I did get to the correct side of it. And now on this shot, what I'm hoping to do here is I'm 100% trying to pocket the 3, and I'm 100% trying to hit the 5-ball, pretty square, because I want the cue ball basically to stay here. I don't want the key ball tracking down to the bottom rail, and I don't want the 5 going to the bottom rail. Ideally, I'd like the 5 ball just to be just heading somewhere, kind of hanging over the pocket, making shape easy on it is what I would ideally like to do here. And once again, though, you can want to do stuff all you want, but if you fail to execute, you fail to execute. So I accomplished the really important part, made the 3 ball, but 5 ball also went in, and then the key ball also drifted down table. So now I've got to play this forwards and bottom to try to go off the rail and back towards the 7 ball. And this shot I hit actually really clean. Now on the 7 ball, should be playing this with some center ball, maybe touch of right spin. For some reason I hit it with left. Really didn't play this rack very well at all. So the key ball is going to end up going this direction, which now we're on the wrong side of the 8 ball. We do want to play the 8 ball here, and for me to play it here, I'm going to have to hit this with some low left, but not really drive through the ball, just kind of check it with the low left. And so what'll happen is we'll be cutting the 8 ball this way, and be getting the key ball just drop down here, drop in on the 9 ball, and actually hit this ball pretty good too. So this is kind of one of those shot makers outs where I'm not really super in line pretty much the whole damn rack until now. So that ball hit good, and then I just don't have a stroke and make the 9 ball, and good to go on that one. So if you like this stuff, subscribe. I'll do some more of it, and that will do it for now. Then we'll talk to everybody later.